Good morning from Rita's Roost. It's Sunday. Let me turn this water off. I needed to put some water in the pan and soak it. So I had to turn the water on while I come over here to get started, and I forgot to turn the water off. Well, how are y'all today? My kids are coming by in a little while for lunch, going to eat lunch here, so I've making a little bite to eat. Got a chocolate cake, chocolate frosting. Yeah, it's store-bought mix and frosting both, but it's made and it's cool and got the frosting on it. So what am I going to do next? I've got this leftover watermelon. I'm fixing to hull it out and put it in a bowl. Just have a bowl of watermelon. I've got some chicken boiling. I'm going to make some chicken and dumplings. I've got some deviled eggs made. What else? Oh, I made pies yesterday. So they're in the refrigerator. Is it working? Are y'all seeing me? Something stirred up the guineas outside. I'm not seeing the chat move. Does that mean anybody's here or not? I'm not sure. Is something wrong? There's Jackie. Good morning, Jackie.
Good morning.
Oh, and I see Marilyn. Oh, there's Marilyn. Marilyn called us today, and Milana.
I even woke up at 6 and checked to see if you were up.
I was up early, but Lisa, Awkward Quilter, was on, so I wasn't going to go on with her on that early in the morning.
Yeah.
So I just sat there with my coffee and watched them. So.
Hi, Marilyn.
And I see Gladys. Hello, Gladys. And I'm tired. I'm tired already. We got up too early, Jackie. You know that.
Well, I fell back to sleep.
Okay.
I just went to the restroom and came back and checked. Well, I'll check and see if Rita's on. Then I fell back to sleep.
I don't have no schedule. It's too hard to make a schedule and keep.
Yeah, you don't need one anyway.
I don't. You can't. I don't know how anybody does.
You have to when you got kids and you work from home, outside the home.
Oh, yeah. And good morning, Annette. Let's see. Let's guess. Where did Annette tell us she was from? Annette, are you from New York? Is that right? You have to tell us. This was a big old watermelon to start with. And my cousin grew it. Brought me 2 of them the other day. And I've ate 1 of them. But there's just a little bit left.
$58.
Wow. But it was cool here this morning, though.
It was here, too. It was 61 when I woke up. 67 now.
Okay.
It's not supposed to get up to 90 today. Staying in the upper 80s.
80s. Yeah, I think that's what it's supposed to be here. Something like that. Might have been a little cooler than you were this morning, but
feels good.
Yes, I'm proud that it's finally cooling off a little bit.
A blanket and a cat. Can't get better than that.
Blanket and a cat.
I miss my little kitty for that. He loved his morning cuddles.
Yes. Is that the only one that you had that you ain't got?
Yeah, that's all I had left, and now I'm catless, and I don't like it.
Are you going to get another one, you think?
I don't think so. I have strays around, and I'm feeding those once in a while. But I don't know. I'm too old for another pet. I don't have energy for a puppy.
Yeah, them puppies, they can be a mess.
Maryland, I'm in Texas, not Indiana.
Oh, but Jackie. Oh, okay. Oh, well, I don't. You weren't born in Indiana either. You were born in
Louisiana.
Louisiana. Yeah.
So somebody else here is from Indiana. Do you remember, Rita?
No. I guess Marilyn is. Is Marilyn from Indiana?
Yeah, she's from Indiana.
But
Are
I
you
don't.
still there, Marilyn? There's a lot of people that drop by, so could be anyone from Louisiana, I guess. I mean, Indiana.
Because there is several from Indiana.
Really?
But they'd have to show up before I could remember them all.
Is that your breakfast, Rita?
No. No, but I'm going to give me a bite here in a minute. I may just eat this good piece right here. I think it looks like I've done took a bite out of it right there. Cold. Actually, today's my baby boy's birthday. He's 34. So,
Oh, happy birthday to him.
so
Hi, Mary.
They're going to be coming by to eat a little bit with us. I'm not making nothing fancy, but we're just going to eat together.
Well, what you've got sounds like the best. So.
Yeah, yeah. Good morning, Mary Webb. Let's see. Let's guess where Mary's from. Do you remember Jackie?
No, I don't remember anybody.
I think Mary Webb's in California, but I wouldn't bet on it because I'd lose my money if I was wrong.
Yes, Mary says yes.
Yeah. I don't have nothing much to talk about. I just thought y'all might want some company. I wanted company even if I ain't got nothing to talk about though.
Well, I'm still on my morning coffees. Second cup.
Let's see. I've got a cup here, but it's been sitting here. I bet it's cold. Yeah, that's cold. Sometimes when it's just me and Terry, sometimes I'll just pour it back in the pot and warm it up. Because usually we're the only ones drinking out of the pot. So even if I have tasted all of it and pour it back in there, it's not gonna hurt. It's not gonna hurt us.
Well, that sounds good, Annette. Chicken pot pie.
That's it. Just sound good.
That's a good idea using the leftovers.
Yeah.
Oh, banana bread. Oh, don't talk about good stuff.
Banana bread and milk. That's good. That does sound good.
Oh, I feel shabby this morning. I hadn't even taken a comb to my hair.
Well, you look fine.
Morning, Glenda.
Hello, Glenda. Glenda. Oh, I forgot where Glenda's from. And I've even sent a package to her, but I forgot where she was.
Well, you send out a lot of packages. It's probably hard to keep up.
Well, I send out enough that it keeps me busy. You know, maybe not a whole lot, but enough that it pays the bills and I buy more stuff. See, blueberry muffins, that sounds good too. So we got banana bread and blueberry muffins.
I have some blueberry muffin mix in there I would really like to have, but I have a problem and I try to eat all of them in one day.
Well,
I really love blueberry muffins.
then when you make it, do you freeze part of them for later though? Is that what you do?
No, they don't last more than 2 or 3 days.
Okay.
I make a dozen.
But maybe if you did freeze them, then you would just have one for the next time, though.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I never thought to freeze them because I eat them so fast. But, it would keep me from eating faster if they were frozen.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't even had breakfast yet, so everything's going to sound real good.
Oh, yeah.
Especially those chicken and dumplings.
The chicken's still boiling, but it'll be ready in a little bit. No.
What time are you expecting them?
No, after lunch, after church. Some of them's gone to church, so it'll be after church. So, and I won't stay on here too long, but I thought I would for a little bit.
Just to say good morning, huh?
Uh-huh. Never made watermelon jelly. Y'all ever made watermelon jelly?
I haven't. I've never even had it.
Yeah. And if I pay too much attention to this chat, I won't get them dishes cleaned up or nothing done. They'll come by and it won't be nothing to eat hardly.
I'm sure they'll be fine. You'll find something.
Well, I made deviled eggs already. I've got them in the refrigerator. And I was going to fry some okra and then have the chicken and dumplings.
If it's just a lunch, you don't need to.
Don't have to have a lot. I've never had watermelon pickles either. I've heard Mama talk about her mama making them, but I never had them. Never made them. They just didn't sound that wonderful to me either, though. Watermelon pickles.
I've never tried that. I've never seen those in the stores.
No. Well, it may not be something they sell in the store. Maybe something just because didn't back during the Depression, didn't they just try to use up everything they could, make use of everything?
And some of it was good enough to keep going.
Oh, yeah. Watermelon wine. I remember that song. You remember Watermelon Wine?
No.
There's I guess a country song.
I don't remember it.
Trying to remember some of the words, but the words aren't coming to me.
Now that sounds good, Ramona.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, J. Mary.
Hey, J. Mary. She said good morning to everybody. It's a fine Sunday morning.
I don't have a cookbook for it, Annette, but you can find it online. There used to be a channel from a woman who lived through the Depression, and she had a lot of recipes, but she passed away. So
You need to look at my Depression cookbooks.
I just heard the stories from my parents.
Mm-hmm. But my parents grew up kind of at the end of the Depression, I guess it was. But Grandma and them, I don't think they ever went hungry. They ate a lot of plain
Yeah.
food. I don't think they were ever hungry because they were rural people. I don't think the rural people was as hungry as the ones in towns.
Right. Right. My dad did fine because they lived on a farm, so they, they ate. They even had the pigs. He said they would share, each person who slaughtered a pig, they'd all get together to clean that one pig and then split the meat up.
Uh-huh.
Morning, June.
Yeah. Good morning, June.
But I think my mom might have had a little more trouble. She said they just ate cheap stuff, all the beans and
beans and peas. But my mom and daddy loved beans and cornbread forever.
But again, that's something that I love. So it's not like depression food to me.
I know. Even not long before Daddy died, Mom had made him some cornbread, and she just the other day she was telling me how he said, "Boy, that sure is some good cornbread." So,
yeah.
Good morning, Linda Brookshire.
Morning, Linda. Well, good thing I don't eat too much watermelon then.
I need to put that in the refrigerator now. Them chickens will have a heyday with the with the watermelon rinds there I've got. Well, y'all can't see them. All you see my mess behind me.
My chickens were here this morning. I don't know where they went.
Did they leave you an egg? Have you checked yet?
No, like I said, that man, he will keep them there until eggs are laid, and then he lets them out. So
okay. All right.
He built a coop, and as soon as he lets them out, they head right over here. Onto my patio.
All right.
Chickens wander around looking for insects.
They do?
They stay right here. The rooster will stand by the window, look in, and start
just checking on you, Jackie.
I don't have any more cat food.
See if you going or got anything for them.
Nope. I lead them up the hill. They follow me. So I walk up the hill out back where there's a lot of grasshoppers, thinking, learn to eat out here.
Yeah.
But they'll follow me back.
Depression cooking with Claire, something like that. I remember seeing some of those videos, something like that.
I'm not sure if it was Claire or not. I can't even remember. I think the channel was just Depression Cooking or something like that. I don't know if her channel is still up.
I don't know.
Yeah, it is Clara. Great Depression Cooking with Clara.
Okay.
So her channel's still there, so you can watch her recipes.
And its sister's still watching. And Grandma watched Grandpa's overalls every night, one pair in the Depression.
They may do, but we people here in the South didn't know there was a depression, I think, because the way we loved our beans and cornbread.
Oh.
You mean people don't have food? Should I learn them some beans?
Want some beans? And they'd actually raise the corn and take it and have it ground in the corn mill.
Yes.
They didn't. I go to town, buy my cornmeal, but I don't think they did. I think they had it ground someplace.
Like I say, so many farmers were out this way. They had chickens to eat.
Yes, chicken. Had a cow to milk. Yeah, so they just. But I live a whole lot like that. I do.
Yeah.
hate to admit it, but I do. I got my chickens and my cow, my garden.
Yeah.
I could eat a long time on what we've got. Might get tired of it.
You need a hog pen now.
Well, we have raised hogs before, but that's just kind of, that you'll raise one out and it'll go be gone. We'll eat it, and then you'll look for another pig to fatten up. So
Yeah. We've done that. My husband and I had pigs for a while. We would, his friends would also buy a hog and keep it at our place so they could,
huh?
so they could have a pig.
Yeah, we don't want to keep a sow and a boar. We just look for pigs sometimes, and they're getting harder to find too. That's the reason sometimes you don't fatten out as many pigs because you can't find the pigs.
You're losing country folks. They're building houses where they're
Yeah.
had beans every day.
Mule ground cornmeal and sugar cane for molasses. Boy, I'd like to get some good homemade molasses too. Hadn't had any. Can't even find that anymore. I don't think.
Never had homemade. I buy the ones in the grocery store, but
Well, there used to be places around, not very many of them, where they would raise some cane and make the homemade molasses. But it's been a few years ago. When I talk about something a year or two ago, if I think about it, it might have been 20, 30 years ago. A couple years ago. Oh, no, that's more like 20.
Marilyn, I think you're right because the chickens stay here staring at me. But they were here, but they left. So I'm surprised because they usually, if they see me here, they'll start crowing and pecking at the window. I think that neighbor gets mad about it, but he's got a coop. He could keep them in.
Yeah.
He said, well, just shoo them away. I said, I've done that, but they're looking for their cat food. Oh, and I feed wild birds, so they find bird seed.
Okay.
Feeder.
Well, it would be hard for you to have any flowers and plants out there. They'd take it up.
Hard. The chickens pulled up many of my potted plants, and the deer eat anything I have growing out away from the house. Ducks would be. I love ducks.
Mm-hmm.
Do you eat the eggs, J. Mary?
Hear my rooster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to have some ducks too. I don't have any ducks.
My daughter keeps ducks. A lot of that's for the bugs.
Fertilizer.
Well, Marilyn, that might be going a little too far for the chickens. Yeah, they do fertilize. Only the chickens fertilize my patio.
Yeah.
Because they won't leave.
I
have to take a hose now and then and wash it. I bet your front porch is like that, Rita.
Oh, my front, it's a mess. That rooster roost out there. And we don't use that door too often, especially in the summertime. Now, we might use it more in the wintertime, but we don't go out that way. We use this door over here, but it's a mess out there. And that's the reason we did with that little hen sitting in that box of bean holes. That's the reason we didn't notice her for a long time because wasn't out there very much. But
and why does he stay on your porch? See, he's doing what this rooster does. They just stay on a porch.
He didn't come at the same time as the rest of the flock, and so they really didn't accept him down there. So Terry would carry him down there and throw him in there, and he'd just be right back up here the next night on the porch. So we just gave up. So I threatened to wring his neck because of the mess he makes, but then I kind of laugh at him too because he's out there on the porch. But
our neighbors used to have guineas, free-range guineas. But they were the noisiest things.
I've got some. I did have 7, but then that coyote caught some of them. So I don't have as many as I did. But they're noisy. But I don't think here in the yard or any place I've got a tick off of me all year. I think they go along eating the ticks and the bugs better than the chickens.
Hi, Mona.
Hi, Mona.
Here comes the hen. Here he is. I named him Gregory.
Are you coming in? Or are you going to stand there and bark? Come here. Come here. Good morning, Victoria.
Morning, Victoria. I named the rooster Gregory. I don't know what his name is, but he's Gregory Peck.
So I think it was Janet, one of our Janets, that named this rooster on my porch Willie Nelson. So he's Willie Nelson now.
Because he sings so much.
I don't know if that's him or another one that's crowing out there.
How many do you have? How many roosters?
More than I need, but we just can't bring ourselves to get rid of them. But more than the hens need too. So
yeah,
they
can be a nuisance to hens. But this this guy's such a gentleman. I've never seen a rooster be so kind. If the cat food was out there, he'd stay back and wait for them to finish, and then he'd go after they full.
Well, yeah, I watch these down around the barn lot and stuff. The rooster will act like he's found some feed. He'll call all them little hens over to it. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing too. Is letting them come and find it.
They're sweet. They're sweet to their wives.
Their harem or whatever it is.
Yeah. Roosters for soup, especially if they attack you, and that.
Yes.
When they start attacking, they go into soup for dog food.
Yeah. Good morning, Doggle Ben. Yeah, y'all need a rooster. I'll give y'all a rooster for you. might make a good pot of dumplings, but.
Well, the hen's just laying down. She decided to lay down. What if I can get the camera over there? Let me stop cam a minute.
Okay. She gets it set, I'll make her big. But look at Gregory.
Gregory and Grace are here. Grace is such a lady. I named her Grace.
Okay.
Let's see. Who's another now?
Doggle Ben had oatmeal for breakfast. Oh, let's see. Oh, I see him. I'm going to make him big, okay?
Okay.
Oh, now there he is.
No, that's Grace.
That's Grace, yeah.
And that's Gregory.
Gregory. Now, so they're pretty, aren't they? I don't know what kind they are, but they're pretty colored.
Yeah, he's a beautiful rooster. He's big. The white chicken's not here yet. She must be still laying eggs.
You're on camera, Gregory. Look at us. Oh, he's looking right at us almost.
Let's see. Come here. He's got I don't know what kind of rooster. What kind of rooster is that with the spots?
I don't know. And he looks like he's got that rose. It's his rose comb, isn't it? Kind of ruffledy looking. His comb. Is that what?
I don't know. He's hiding now. He'll probably start crowing in a little bit.
Hello, Huga Homestead. Yeah, he does. Mary Webb says he looks big. And they're Ramona's laughing at you, Jackie.
Stop laughing at me, Mona.
What's Grace doing? She's acting like a cat. Yes, she does. Laying there on her side. I noticed that too. She just got laid on her side.
They get up on the barbecue to roost.
J. Mary said gray hair, gray feathered. Yeah, Jackie's got a pretty rooster coming to visit her.
Yep. They spend more time here than they do at home. They only go home to roost at night. I mean, in the evening, about around 5 o'clock, they start heading home. They're just across the street.
Some pretty chickens in Arkansas. I watch bobblehead chickens. I don't think I watch bobblehead chickens. I don't think I've seen that one.
Okay. How do you pronounce that name? Hygge. Hello.
I believe it's Hooga is how you say it. They'll have to correct me if I'm wrong again, but I think it's Hooga. Because I don't know how many times I said Hygge, but I think it's Hooga. And I could be totally wrong, but
maybe you can help us out.
Yeah. Oh, and there's Barbara. Good morning, Barbara. So I think Barbara comes in on the Greg account, and I don't know how you pronounce Witges. I don't know. I'm not even going to try. Hooga. So is that what I said? Did I say Hooga?
Hooga. Well, you're right, Mary. Why can men get away with that? Be real handsome in their older age.
Mona shared their YouTube channel. And J. Mary, y'all say good morning to Barbara. Barbara's come in on Greg's account, but her name is Barbara.
Hello, Barbara.
And Jackie, if you'll keep talking to him, I'm gonna stop my camera and turn my back and wash some dishes behind me. I don't want y'all to have to look at my back. Y'all be okay with Jackie reading? I know you will. We love Jackie.
Yell at us from the kitchen.
Because I do have to do a thing or two, but I did want to come in for a little bit.
You have a whole chicken in the pot?
It was store-bought chicken. I didn't go get no roosters.
Yeah.
But I put there's 6 chicken thighs, and then I had some chicken strips that I put in there to boil. I like to use the chicken thighs because I like the fat. It makes the dumplings taste better if you got a little fatty stuff in there. So.
Well, I'm trying to adjust this camera. Oh, that'll do.
Well, I could just make you big. You want me to just do that?
No.
Yeah, y'all are saying Barb. And J. Mary, I wasn't fussing at you. I just know it's Barbara instead of Greg. So, all right, I'm stopping my camera.
Stop your camera. Mona, get up here.
But I've got to turn my back to you. But yeah, the thighs have more flavor. I think they do.
I don't like thighs that are fried, or I don't like them. But in a chicken and dumplings, they're good. Mm-hmm. They do make the broth a lot better.
Mm-hmm. J. Mary wants you to talk loud. She's going to go hunt for some fabric. You tell her, Jack.
They don't come in the house. I don't even try, because if I try to catch them, they're going to be pooping all over the place. But they do come into my garage if the door is open. I've managed to pick them up a couple times, and they don't fight but they won't let the owners hold them.
Well, Marilyn, I don't want y'all to look at my back.
Don't stop your camera. We'll watch you work.
Well,
Where's Terry?
Where did he go? He's getting ready to cut some more hays. He's not. No, I know where he's at. He's up at the quilt house because he's working on some more shelves. So and I told him he had to get them done by Wednesday because the girls are coming back to sew again Wednesday. So, and we had one bedroom back there. They had all their stuff set out, and I moved it all because Terry needed the room for them to sew. So now I need to get it put back before they come back.
Have him come sit there. Yeah, and talk to everyone for you.
No, he's at the other place. He's at the quilt house, and I'm in my house. So.
Call him to come in.
But then he wouldn't get my shelf done.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I haven't even had my breakfast, so I'm getting hungry.
Oh, you better get you a bite to eat and bring it over here and eat with us. Go get you a bowl of cereal or something. We'll watch you eat cereal.
I have some of those frozen Jimmy Dean. They're like Egg McMuffins, only they can't call them Egg McMuffins.
Oh, okay.
They're called, what are they called? English muffins.
Oh.
So that's what I get, and they're pretty good for the microwave.
Yeah.
They're already fixed for you. That's probably what I'll have.
Sounds like a pretty good breakfast then. Doggle is eating her oatmeal and a cup of coffee. What time is it? Almost 10:30.
See, it's 11. No, it's 10:30 where you are. So church isn't out yet.
No, it's not.
What do you put on your oatmeal? I just like sugar and a little sugar and milk.
Sugar and milk. Maybe a little bit of butter if it's hot. But cinnamon would be good in it. I would just forget to do that.
Yeah, I have done that. I forgot about that. That is good.
Put some of these away so I can wash some more.
Annette, you must be further out east than we are. Little butter and brown sugar. Now that sounds good too.
That does. I love brown sugar.
Me too.
I could just almost, sometimes if I'm using brown sugar, there's one little lump, I may just pop that in my mouth. The brown sugar is good.
Raisins. I've heard a lot of people put raisins in theirs, but I would if I liked raisins.
You don't like raisins?
No.
Oh.
And I don't know when that happened because as a kid I used to eat them. Why do we do that? How do we lose interest in something we used to eat a lot? I've never heard of Bob's. Is it better than Quaker? Well, y'all are making me want some oatmeal now. With all this good stuff you're putting in it. We've never got adventure enough to try except the same way we always ate it as kids.
Yeah. Walnuts and pecans. Wow, that is good. Dog will be, and I'm all horsed up. Time wise, I operate more on Central Time.
Organic milled in New York. Okay. Wonder if it's even in our stores here.
Mm.
That is a good warm breakfast, isn't it? In the winter.
Man, well, it was cool there where Doggle Bean was too, wasn't it, this morning?
Probably if it was cool here.
Had water in my sink, but I think it's got cold now too. So.
40s last night, Annette.
Wow. Be time to put extra cover on the bed.
Well, start dividing in your head, Ben, and has anyone ever had to freeze dumplings? Does it freeze well, the dumplings themselves?
I've done that before, and it works pretty good.
Did it?
Because I tried it just to see if it would work, and it worked pretty good. I don't think I have any in the freezer right now, but I'd do it again if I had some.
That's a good idea. I have to divide up to make a pot just for me. I don't make a whole pot, so I just make enough for 2 meals, but I eat it the next day.
So that's what you need to try then. You need to put some in about a pint or a quart size.
I do.
Because I wanted to see how they'd do before, so I tried it. Never had leftover.
You don't leave it to have leftovers. Well, that's
and you know, dumplings are actually better the second day than they are the first day. Or my husband thinks so. They get that broth gets a little thicker or something, and he likes them better the second day.
yeah. They've had time to soak that juice up.
Mm-hmm. I made pies yesterday. I made 2 pies.
Well, you're getting ready to make the dumplings, darn it.
So this didn't get put up from yesterday. It was just kind of pushed over to the side because I knew I was going to use it again.
Yeah, I might have to make some. It's making me crave them. That sure saves a lot of work for the next day, doesn't it? Especially if you're having company.
Mm-hmm.
Just have them the next day.
Yeah.
When you're not sewing.
I need to go back to sewing, but I'm going to have to cook too. I was asked to fill out this application to sign up for this cooking show. It's Southern cooking, and so I got a kind of a personal invitation to fill out the application. So, but I hadn't cooked. I've been sewing all year, with that store. Everything's been fabric related. So I'm gonna have to get sharpened back up on my cooking skills. But what is it? It's a cooking show, and there's 2 teams will compete for a prize of $10,000. But it's in New Orleans, Jackie, and I'm not sure if I can get to New Orleans or not.
Well, won't they They're not
Yes,
going to pay for it?
they'll fly you there, but Jackie, I don't fly.
Oh. I
No.
think Rita makes flat dumplings, Victoria.
I roll mine out. I roll mine out and cut them with the pizza cutter, and so they're little square dumplings, flat square, slick and chewy is what they kind of are.
I like them either way. I make both.
No.
I don't like my daughter's dumplings. She uses the same recipe, but she makes them the size of a biscuit.
That's my husband won't eat them fluffy ones. He don't like them big fluffy ones. I have to make these like his mama made them. So I learned how to make them like she made them. And since we've been married 44 years, this is the way I've been making them for him. So
I don't know if I've ever had a bad dumpling anywhere. Not as fond of the biscuits.
yeah, yes. Some people will cut up them canned biscuits once they
Biscuits.
use that. Yeah.
Good morning, Deb.
And good morning, Deb.
Well, almost, but you can still use it, right? The Starbucks cup.
Mm.
I don't have it either, Dee. Rita, you need to move your camera over there so we can watch you make those dumplings.
Dumplings? Well, I'm not quite there yet, but this is what I mix it's that chicken broth. Can you see that fat on the top of that? Can you see that?
Mm-hmm. I saw a recipe the other day. It said to skim that fat off before you make dumplings. I thought, no.
Oh, no. No.
Who in the world would do that?
That's what makes them good.
No.
I'm going to put some more water in that pot over there, though. Sometime this morning, I'm going to have to go clean the table off because I've got a quilt started over there on the table.
Well, maybe we should pick it up again later after all your company's gone. Because I've got to go eat.
I'll stay a few more minutes if you can stay. If you want to go make your warm up your egg McMuffin type thing, if you want to do that.
Yeah, that would be good. I know the cup you're talking about, Ben, but $23 isn't that bad. They go for $50, some of those insulated ones.
Yeah, they're kind of pricey, them Yetis and stuff.
Yeah. I got a Yeti as a gift, and I love it. I use it all day long for my water. Gregory's still staring at me, but he's not crowing, at least. His crowing gets on my nerves.
One of these days, I'm going to have to put stuff back in the same place it goes in. I'm going to have to hunt for my baking powder in the house. I am the most unorganized person in the world, I'm telling you.
I don't know why anyone would make a cup too big for a cup holder. They got to know people want those cups to go to work it with. All right, I'm going to mute myself and go make my breakfast. Heat it up.
Okay. And y'all keep chatting. I'm gonna stop my camera just for a minute too, but I'll still be here. Okay? We're still here. Y'all just chat with each other for a little bit too. Okay. I'm back for a little bit. And I'll stir on these dumplings. Put some. see. You need to do laundry and freshen up my flannel shirts. Y'all do what you need to do. We're just going to mess around here a few more minutes. Been a few days since I made dumplings. I've got to remember what I'm doing. I forget. All right, I'm going to mute myself. Okay, I'm back. What are we having for lunch? Well, Denise, I'm making some dumplings. I boiled my chicken. I've got it out of the pot now. I've got my broth boiling over there. Got flour, baking powder, and salt in this bowl. So I'm fixing to get started. And still got a mess. Still got to clean up the mess before the kids get here. What is it? I'll talk to you guys a few more minutes, and then I'm going to have to get on the ball and get things ready. Let's see, what was I going to do? Oh, I was going to get a wooden spoon.
Got my muffin, Egg McMuffin. So I'm going to go too, since Rita's got work to do.
Well,
Don't feel like you're obligated to stay here, Rita, when you're working.
I know, but I like to check in with y'all so y'all know I'm still around. You might forget about me if I didn't come on every once in a while.
It is good, Mary. It's not as good as an Egg McMuffin from McDonald's, but it's good for a quick breakfast. Let me get the...
And you could make those ahead yourself and freeze them too.
I've done that many times. I buy the little ham that's in the packages that's circular.
Yes, yeah. Cool that down a little bit. So I'll cook my eggs. I pour it in there now.
I've never made dumplings with eggs.
I put some in my flour, and I said that all it is flour, baking powder, salt, eggs, and the broth from the.
I know a lot of people use eggs, but I've never done it. Might have to try it. I'll go look at your recipe.
And then it's not really a written down recipe. I just put stuff in there. But I put too much baking powder, because if you put too much baking powder, then you get the fluffy one. So don't want that.
I'm gonna have to try that, isn't it?
That broth is just hot. And I don't want to cook them eggs.
Jay Mary wants to know if you ever get a bad egg when you crack it.
I have before. I usually these farm fresh eggs, I'll break them into a bowl or something before I put them in something. So I have found bad ones, or just something, them little bloody spots. If y'all know what I'm talking about, I don't want to eat them. Y'all know what I mean. That sounds bad, but.
Have you ever cracked one with a chick in it?
No, I've never done that.
My stepmother did that once.
Ugh.
My dad was collecting eggs and got mad because one hen wouldn't get up. So we took her eggs. She was laying on her baby egg.
She just almost had them about ready to hatch, didn't she?
I know, that's a sign right there. But the hen didn't want to get up off the eggs.
Yeah.
Well, I usually just rinse it with water. I gave it several rinses. Sometimes even I use a paper towel to clean it up. But I'm not real clean about washing it out.
Coffee pot out. I don't wash mine out every day. Sometimes it just goes to looking like it needs it, and I'll clean it up. But
I've never washed it with soap.
we got Toodles. I see Toodles. Good morning, Toodles.
I'm going to get off of here. Finish this.
I'll try to go on for us tonight. I'll try, but don't hold me to it.
Good to see everyone. Bye-bye.
Might sit down in that recliner and get too comfortable and not, but I'm glad you come up to visit with me. I always enjoy visiting with you, Jackie.
Well, thank you. I'm kind of get addicted to you in your channel here, too.
White vinegar to clean the pot.
Bye, Ben. White vinegar to clean. I had to read that.
Maybe baking soda. I saw that dirty spot, and for a second I thought it said dirty socks. But it didn't say dirty socks. Oh,
Thank goodness. Bye, Mary. Bye, everybody.
bye, Jackie. Just me now. I'll put some more water in that pot over there, get it good and hot before I cook these and put them in it. And let's see, 11. They'll get to cook for a while before the kids get here. Then I'll cut up my okra and get it frying. All right, I just use my pizza cutter. Cut them into that 1-inch strips. They're not perfect. Are they all supposed to be the same size? Yeah, we're going to go this way. That went crooked. Now, they're all different sizes, but this is what I'll put in my boiling broth and add the chicken back in it. Coming over to 8. I'm making a big pot total. I've got to put some more water in that chicken. It's not chicken. I took the chicken out. I've got to put some more water in that pot. Because it's been boiling all morning, so the pot keeps getting lower and lower on water. Broth, water. You know what I mean. I'm going to go pour this in there. And I'll turn you around if I can. Over there's my pot. And I'm gonna I should have used a bigger pot. That's 4 or 5 quarts, what it is. You cut them in triangles and layer in the broth gently. Stir, not mix. I'm just going to dump mine in there, and I'll stir them a little bit to get them to the bottom of the pot. That's what I'm going to do, to get the ones on the top to the bottom, because it'll get pretty full. You won't be able to see everything. I need a bigger pot. I should have got a bigger one. I don't know what I was thinking, because that one's 4 quart, but I should have got a bigger one. And if all of y'all's coming, I should have got a bigger pot, shouldn't I? That help a little bit. Now you'll see my overflowing trash can in that closet. You need a taste? What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this mat a little closer to this side so I can not have to walk all the way around the room. Let me get that back to boiling again before I start putting them in there. The broth thickens from noodles cooking. Yes, a bigger pot. I know. I probably ought to do that right now. See if I gotta. I don't know which big pot I want. I may put it down in the big pantry. I may have put the other big pot down in the other room where I keep the canned stuff. Eat my dumplings. I said, let me let it get hot. And after they cook, because I showed you, I've tucked my chicken out. Here's my chicken, and I'll pull it off the bone and shred it up. But I've got time to do that. Oh, look, there comes Kathy. Good morning, Kathy.
Good morning.
And how are you? I wondered about you. So
I'm getting there.
Hey, have you got some glasses back? Looks like you got on glasses now.
These are broken where I fell.
Oh, okay. And how's the bump on your head?
I don't know if you can see my eye. It's back on.
All right. Okay.
Let's see. Well, which way do I go, Rita?
Well,
there we go.
There.
It's a lot better. It's this one.
You look a lot. It looks better from what I can tell through the camera.
Yeah.
You look bad.
I feel better.
Yeah.
If I could just get rid of this nausea and headache.
Huh. Well, did you have a concussion from it?
I did. Yeah.
You did?
Yeah. Let me get on my computer. I'll be back in just a minute.
Okay. I'm just going to start putting them in there. Kathy will be back in a minute. There's enough flour on them. They're not sticking together in my hand. Pick up about as many as I can. I'm going to have to make a lot of trips. I'm not allowed on ladders or step stools. My oldest worked in the ER. I tell you, it's been a long time since I've took any falls, but I have to be careful. Just the least little thing will trip me. Kathy hadn't come back yet. I don't have these half picked up yet, but I'm getting there. Look at that. They're already starting to cook. Can you see that one? They already look different. Now, let me put Kathy back up.
Now that looks better. I tell you what, Rita, I've been a sick girl, I tell you.
You have. Ever since you come back from that trip, you've just had all kinds of stuff.
I have.
When it rains, it pours. Isn't that what they say?
Yes. We just got back from having an MRI on my head to check that eye socket. But it's not very swollen hardly at all today.
Well, have you talked to Francis and any of the rest of the gang lately?
No, the only thing I've seen from Francis is she she liked something that I shared. There it comes on at 3.
3.
Mm-hmm. On USA it says. Oh, yeah, this spot in my glasses ain't no fun. We're going to have to get some more. Get another pair. What are you making, Rita?
These are my chicken and dumplings.
Oh, okay.
They look like a dumpling to use.
Yeah.
You get them all in there, and I'll bring the computer over to the pot and show you.
Okay. You're not making a very big pan, are you?
Well, that's a 4 or 5 quart.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah. Y'all gonna have enough dumplings for a couple of days.
Well, the kids are coming for lunch.
Oh, okay. Just the grandkids or the grown kids too?
The grown kids too. Let's see if I can show you in my pot. Y'all see my dumpling? There.
Yeah. They look like my dumplings.
Well, you probably a dumpling's a dumpling, ain't it?
Dumpling, yeah. I like them after they cook a few minutes in the sauce. It gets a little sauce.
And it's 11, so they're going to be able to cook for a while before the kids get here.
Mm-hmm.
And Ramona wants to know if anybody's heard from Carrie. Kathy, do you talk to her? Or is it Frances?
No.
Frances, she's been talking to her on the phone some, I think.
Oh, okay. No, I hadn't really talked to her. I've seen her on her lives with her diamond painting, but that's all.
And she's been going on different people's. Every once in a while, the people I watch, she's up there on their panel. So she's making the rounds with other groups.
Okay. Did she leave our group?
Yeah, after the issue with her, I kind of wanted her to. So.
Oh, okay.
I was mad for a while, but I'm over it. But she hadn't come back. So.
Oh, okay. Did you and her talk?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, we didn't talk, but
Oh, okay. I understand. Gets a little old after a while.
yeah, Doggle Ben, she's getting connected with other people, so she's okay.
Yeah. Sarah and Stitches said, what chicken parts did you use?
I used the thighs, and then I added in some chicken tenders because that's what I had. But I used the thighs because I like the fat part.
Mm-hmm.
I like a little fat. I've got a fly in here. I'm gonna give him a fly swat. And this is still hot. It's burning my fingers.
Mm.
A roaster pot. I don't think the chicken will fit after you put in I know it's gonna be close, ain't it?
Yeah, and when you have a whole family to feed, like when everybody comes, you're gonna need a lot. What else you cooking with it?
I've made a big bunch of deviled eggs. I'm gonna fry some okra, and I've made a chocolate cake, and I've got pie. I was gonna make something else, but I didn't because I've been talking to you guys.
Well, you could always open a can or two of your green beans.
Beans, yeah, I sure could. Or corn. Some corn to be good. I may go down just in a minute and get some ears of corn, have some ears of corn out of the freezer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's my son-in-law's favorite meal. I fix him for his birthday is chicken and dumplings, green beans, and fried okra.
Well, today is my baby boy's birthday. He's 34 today, so that's the reason they're all today. We're going to do it at noon today instead of wait till late in the evenings.
Oh, okay. I see the doors opening. Who's coming in?
The breeze just opened it. I didn't have it pushed off.
Oh, okay.
We got a nice little breeze this morning.
Yeah, we do too here. When I got up and we left to go to that MRI, what was it, 63, Larry? I think it was. Yeah.
63.
Oh, that feels good.
It felt pretty good.
It was just pretty cool this morning. I know Terry went out early this morning to let the chickens out, and he come back in the house, and I said, "Oh, did you come back after your coat?" But he hadn't come back after his coat, but there was a flannel shirt in his truck that had been there for months, and he'd grabbed that flannel shirt and put it on.
Oh, man, I wore a jacket, and then after I got there, I took it off. And then when they were done with me, oh, I didn't need it because it had warmed up to 72.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the kind of weather I like, where it's not too hot and not too cold.
Yeah.
And my son-in-law, bless his heart, his birthday was in June, and he still has not got his birthday supper.
Oh, yeah.
Because we were having air conditioner problems. And then when it got fixed, then other health things started happening. Then we went on that trip.
Yes.
And I've been sick off and on. So hopefully when I get over this, I'll fix it for him late.
Yeah, you will. The weather
And
will
he
be
won't-
better. Oh.
Yeah. He wants a chocolate cake with the cooked chocolate icing that I make.
Here's
You don't cook it.
here's my cake.
Well, I cook it. Did you cook that icing?
No, I cheated. I'm not. It all come from a package or a can. So.
Yeah. No, it's kind of like fudge icing. You probably know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And you cook it. If you cook it too long, it gets hard. But I make mine real soft.
Mm-hmm.
And he loves that cake.
Uh-huh.
And I'll take it sometimes to church when we have a social, and they like it there too.
Yeah.
My mama used to make it all the time when we were kids. And a peanut butter cake. She'd make a peanut butter cake sometimes.
Yeah.
To me, that's the worst job of chicken and dumplings.
It's get it off the bone.
Getting off the bone.
And it's all coming off pretty good. It's done, but
Yeah.
it's still hot, so I'm having to.
You cook it like I do, where it just falls off the bone.
Yes. Well, I cook it till I'm ready to mess with it. So.
Uh-huh.
And I'm getting a pretty good little pile of chicken here. Hope it all fits, because I don't want to have to go dig out a big pot, but I may have to.
Yeah, you may have to get a bigger pot, because those dumplings is all the way up to the top.
Yeah, they're fluffing a little bit, not much. They're still pretty slick and flat, but they grew a little bit in size.
Yeah, I have to watch my son-in-law, because when he comes to eat, he'll take the whole bowl of okra and put it on his plate. That's his favorite. He loves the fried okra.
Yeah, what time is it? Because that's what I'm fixing to do here in a minute, is cut the okra up.
Larry forgot to pick it yesterday because he was staying in the house with me, and then I told him how to make us some homemade vegetable soup, because I had the awfulest headache yesterday with my concussion, and he made some good soup. I told him every step what to do, and it was good. And then we ate out after my MRI today, and we're both full.
Mm-hmm. And Toodles says it's not going to fit. It may not. I made a few extra dumplings, so that may be why it's not fitting in this pot this time.
Probably, but you got a big pot.
Yeah. I don't know. Just give me just a minute. We'll find out, Toodles. I'm going to go ahead and put this chicken in there as soon as I.
Yeah, but you don't want it to come out and make a mess.
I usually miss a little piece of that cartilage or something in my chicken. Do you ever do that?
Yeah, I try not to, and I get the veins out too. Yes, Virginia, it is. He's good to help me when I don't feel good.
Here goes, Toodles. Are you watching?
Well, you got it.
I got it. It's close, but I think that'll be all right.
All right. There's Rita's making homemade chicken and dumplings.
I did it. Toodles, I did it. I know, I'm amazing. I would have quit dumping if it looked like it was gonna run over.
Yeah. Looks like you got it up to the brim.
Yes, look, I'll show you. It's really close. Let me show you. But it didn't run over, see?
Oh, okay. You're doing good. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. Well, are you leaning towards going to that contest thing or not?
Well, yesterday I was, and today I'm not.
Well, I don't blame you if you wouldn't. I don't know if I would want to fool with that.
I know. I know what one time I want to, and the next time I don't. I mean,
yeah. My daughter worked for a place in not too far from here. It was a bakery, and they competed on a cupcake war. And they said it was a pain, but they did win.
They did win well.
Yeah, they did win. I think they won 10,000. Like that said, that was
10,000. And it's not the money. It's not that you just going for the money. It kind of be kind of fun. But can you imagine the stress though?
Yes.
Especially for me. I mean,
yeah, and like Larry said, you have your shop.
Yeah, I do. I just everything around here that
and milking the cow.
It'd miss me if I was gone for 3 days. It's only going to be like 3 days. But if we drive down and back up, that's another couple of days added to that.
Yeah. Time. Yeah, because that's going to be a good little drive.
Yeah. So I don't know. And I still hadn't filled out the application. It would be something that I'd never ever get invited to again. I'm sure.
Maybe you could go see the ocean.
Mm-hmm. But I know me, I'm probably make a fool out of myself because I'm a country bumpkin. I know I am. I am.
Well, I know. I understand. Me too. And I was raised in the suburbs. But my daddy had pigs and goats and gardens and all that, even though we were in the suburbs.
Yeah. Well, Sarah says, aren't we all country bumpkins? Maybe we are, but them other people may not be.
Yeah. Yeah, you getting some new fabric, Sarah said.
That part of that Dainty Meadows here, not the pre-cuts, but the yardages came, and it's pretty too.
Okay. When you gonna show us? Or did you already?
It's on the website, but I didn't make a video yet.
Okay.
And then
I have not been able to sew since I made those little Halloween bags.
Well, yeah. Well, you can't sew when you got a headache and concussion and your glasses broken. You can't.
Mm-hmm. I know. Yeah, if it had a shattered at the bottom of my lens. I think it would have been better at the top, but it's in the middle.
Well, what is it? 11:20. Kathy, I'm going to have to go.
Yeah, because you got to do that okra and all.
so I can get with it.
Yeah, you had. All right. Well,
All
I'll
right.
see you
I'll
later.
see all of y'all later. Thanks for coming and visiting with me. And I'm glad you're feeling better. Some
Thank
better.
you.
So
Some better, yeah.
some
All right.
better.
Bye.
All right. Bye. And Maryland's country bumpkin. You guys, I'm gonna have to go because them kids will be here in 30 minutes, an hour, and I don't have the table cleaned off. All my sewing's over there on the table, and I've got to cut up that okra and fry it. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye for now.